Hello everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. I'm Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon. Today we are going to be taking our Camping World Truck Series trailer from Kansas City, where we just finished our time trial just a little while ago, up back to home, which is Manchester, New Hampshire, and you get to come along for the ride. Thank you for being here ahead of time. Let's climb on in and let's head on out. I have not had a chance to check the standings to see where we stand. I don't remember what I said the other day. I can't remember if anybody had run it yet. I'm not expecting anything high. I'm a rookie in that division, for time trials especially. Still trying to figure out really how to manage that truck. Whoa. That was weird. There was a weird brake delay there. Sorry about that. Give me room. There we go. Trying to get this trailer out of there is ridiculous. We usually park at the 42 print that's here in the game. Not sure why, it just seems to be a habit of mine. All the extra cities in this DLC, not DLC, yeah, it's DLC. This mod, not a DLC. There's only like 4 different templates. So, a lot of towns and city are the same, so kind of get used to how they're laid out. But we're highway bound. Another great mod, wish I could remember the name of who put it together, is the Real Vehicle mod. So you look on the side, there's a GMC right there. You know, you have a Woody. That's a Ford Taurus up in front of us. There's a Ford F-150 right there. You know, it again brings you into the world a little bit more. Let's slow it down, or I'm gonna speeding ticket all of its own. Let's slow it down. There we go. Still gotta work on those brakes, man. As you can see, I have Froggy underneath. That's been a nickname since I was a kid. And then Ella over here on the passenger side. Always my co-pilot, keeping me safe. Man, it's a long ride. Ugh. So it's been a long day. It's one of those days where you've been up all day, you've done only a handful of things, and all of a sudden it's 6 o'clock. And you're just like, wow, I did nothing all day, but I'm exhausted. It's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Yet again, if anybody has any ideas or anything that they want to see later on the channel, feel free to reach out. Love some new ideas. Well, I'm glad that you love this game. I love this game too. It's come a long way from, you know, when you buy it right out of the box. You know, the mods obviously help, and that just shows a fantastic community coming together to bring some amazing things to the table. So I love this game. I have logged an embarrassingly huge amount of hours in this game. And that's not even doing the racing transport that I'm doing right now. That was even before that. But I do love this game. I'll continue to play this game. I can't even say I'll continue to play until there's something better, because they're making improvements all the time. Yeah, it's the little details that SES has been looking at, including, you know, the roadside events. What an amazing small thing to add to the game that just brings that more realism in. I'm hoping for eventually some more way station, some weird highway checkpoints maybe. Maybe actually have loads that are too heavy. We do stop at these way stations and they do just take time right now. Hello, Missouri. But have actually something that's, you know, there's penalty to it. There we go. Almost up to 70. A little bit of an incline here. There we go. And now we cruise. And of course, you guys can't see it. At least I don't think you can see it, but I just had a pop-up come in of letting me know to update is ready to install. It's just in the corner of my screen. It's gonna bother me, but hey, we're only streaming for about 18 more minutes, so that's fine. We'll deal with it. Hello, officer. Going the speed limit this time. Yet again, the other thing I'd like to see is a little bit more realism with the police. When you go by and you're speeding, instant ticket. Okay? I'd love to see them actually catch up to you. Not necessarily to actually pull you over. I think that'd be very time consuming in a simulator. Just something a little bit different. As I've said in other videos, I keep a little Pac-Man or a little tree always inside. Let me know how I'm driving. Pac-Man hits the roof, I'm doing something wrong. And every once in a while, he'll spin to actually face me, and you can just tell. He's judging. So I got this little one sitting here on this dashboard. So I know he's always judging. It always reminds me to stay in the lines and keep it real. Keep the realism alive in this simulator. Just past LA? Oh, that's awesome. Where did you leave from? That's awesome. That must be really cool. Makes me wonder if there's like checkpoints when you enter these countries. The other DLC, or is it just like, hey, welcome to Mexico? There's just so many areas that I think this game could go, and the popularity keeps going up. So my hope is it'll just keep getting better and bigger and bigger. I love the people who did this Coast to Coast mod, but if they ever, were able to get all 50 states into this game, which first off would be a massive file, I'd be tickled to death. It'd be great. Fresno. Oh, awesome. Seems like a good little trip. I actually really enjoy driving in California that's in the game. It's really dense. But I do like the kind of realism of the 55 miles an hour. Long time since you were there. I know I'm tailgating this cop, so we're just gonna pop over here into this second lane. I'm still going the speed limit. Just don't want to go flying by him. Sorry about that sip. I just realized I'm out of drink up here. I feel weird. I feel like I'm just dragging this cop, like just drag racing him down the road. I'm trying to keep exactly a 70. It's obviously on cruise control. I'm even weaving a little bit. I always hate somebody being on the inside of me, so in a truck where they're going to be in my blind spot in 2.2 seconds right there. Man. He's going to get you. I wish that, the improvement in the cops, what I was actually talking about, I would actually love to see that too. Tailgating, all the little things. And I know there's a lot of people out there who would be upset if that was added to the game. I would love it, just another level of realism. Let's see, is he still... Oh, well, his head's in the way, so... It's not directly right there. So I want to get back over into that right lane. I just don't want to crush a cop. Yeah, he's still just sitting right there. Okay, well, left lane travel it is. Is that another cop right up ahead of us? Going slow too. See, I'm not going blinded. We are going 70, but we catch up, I guess. Nope, not a cop. Looked like a cop in the back. Took a little while for it to load in. There's some other videos that I do plan to do in my Volvo that's not race related, just to fill in some time. I'll probably do those out in California. Shorter runs, that's what I like to do. If I'm not doing these long highway runs for iRacing, getting the car transporter back and forth. I love quick, short runs. Quick and dirty, town to town. Love to be able to like set up a manifest of like 10 local deliveries. Just head out and do that. I'm sure somebody's got something out there, but technology is what it is. The mods that are even in the game, the fact that I have a program that lets me do a custom route, it just blows me away. I remember when, if a game wasn't working, you took it out and blew on it. And now we have this. It's just come a long way. My phone's ringing in the background. It just happens to be on the other side of the room, so ignore that. I don't usually do this, but I'm actually just going to pause really quick here on the map menu for two things. I'm going to grab my phone, and then I'm going to see where the next rest stop is. So just give me a second. Sorry, guys. All right, we're back. And of course, it's a number that I don't even recognize, so that was not necessarily a waste of time, because it could have been an emergency, but not the best use of our time. Oh. Okay, that was completely my mistake. I accidentally let go of the wheel for a moment. I always get one of those moments where you just let it go. It's also something very rewarding about Truck Sim. You know, it's that self-satisfactory of something that we can't do in real life, but as well, just the accomplishment of, hey, I traveled 1,600 miles. Scale's not right, but just be able to look at that number and say, yep, that's what we just did. We accomplished that. We did it safely. If you ever look, on the Twitch page, it's like the first video I ever tried to stream, and I'm driving the K&N truck, which is almost identical to this Kenworth 680. It hits an imaginary wall. It's an invisible wall and crashes and totals the truck, and that's the end of that quick stream. I was just trying to test it out and bugged out, and it happens every once in a while. It's like an invisible barrier. Just wasn't ready for it. U.S. food trucks up here on the right. It's interesting, this exact kind of truck, a little bit shorter of a trailer, is what delivers the food to the school that I work at, the private school. I know because they're there every Tuesday when the missus and I try to go and get lunch. They are pretty much blocking the whole entire parking area just to be able to pull in and have some food. So I know they're doing their job. I appreciate it. It's just I wish the loading dock was in a different location. Alright, we're going to be switching highways up here in just a second, so I want to make sure that we are over in the right lane. Do we have enough room to get over? See that barely in between. Turn off cruise. Put on some Jake brake. What's the clock for me, like as in time? It's 6:21 p.m. here on the East Coast in the United States. Now 6:22. Isn't it roughly midnight where you're from? I know that's more or less what it is in Germany, so I don't... My global time zones are not overly fresh in my brain. I always picture anybody in that part of the world 6 hours behind. Or ahead. Ahead, yes. Wow. Wow, so it's 12:22 a.m. So you're already on Sunday. Wow, I was way off. Gotta jump that curve a little bit. Gotta be paying attention, reading that chat, though. Swinger on up here. Wow, that is early or late, depending on how you want to look at it. You're doing a run all the way down to Mexico. That's crazy. Link removed? What's that mean? I'm not sure what that entails. Let's floor it. Let's get up to speed. Let's hit home. Is that the stream? Did the stream say that, or? Like I said, still trying to figure out Twitch. Working with the internet right now, just trying to make sure that it stays connected. I know it'll dip every once in a while if this is like watching Netflix or something. There we go. No, sorry. No, you say sorry. Everything seemed fine now. I'll actually stop at the next rest stop. We got a couple more minutes we can stream. Yeah, let's give him some room so we can get out here on the highway. I don't give enough run out of these truck stops. They're gonna come to a complete stop and then try pulling in. It's horrible. It's interesting. I know there's a whole big, huge online multiplayer that can be done. It's just, I don't know. I've seen enough fail compilations to see why I'd want to probably stay out of that. So, single player is where I'm going to stick it for now. Private servers would be cool. I don't know if we can do that or not. Never really looked into it. Don't play that. Don't play the online version. Okay, I will take your word on that. I salute you to that. Thank you. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people, a couple of YouTubers do it, and it just turns into such a, lack of a better word, a shit show so fast. Yet again, I love that the option's out there if somebody wants to. I wish it was modded a little bit better, but you know, that's what kind of comes with free access gaming. You know, if you got a online capability, you're gonna have the people who try to ruin it for everybody else. So, when they have, yep. I can 100% understand that when people have money, they don't really obey the law. Yeah, that sounds 100% accurate to me. You know, and yes, I know this modded account's got a ridiculous amount of money, and I would never go online with it. Same thing seems to happen in Grand Theft Auto online as well. I don't play that either. Oh, the yawns have begun. But I know the people who have the money never follow the rules, so. I mean, why would you? You got the money to get yourself out of any trouble that you get into. And that's one thing about this modded account. I love this modded account because I was able to come in here and do what I needed to do. This is not my original account. My original account, I'm like level 26. But now I stick here because I was able to have the money to buy the trucks, to work customization, and see what I really liked. But there is no danger. The fines are so small in the game that I'm not working penny to penny, you know, like you usually would be. Alright, I know that next rest stop will be coming up. I think it's right after this highway interchange right here. Yes, I know. You're tired. But yawning into my ear is not going to do anything. I'm just driving this. You're the sim. Just put this into a ditch, and then you'll stop yawning. One feature that I do enjoy is that there is the snooze feature. So if you're driving too long, you will doze out a little bit. It's a scary thing when your screen goes black. See, there's a rest area over there. I need one that's got fuel. I have had before got into a car, into an accident right past this truck stop and had to do a very much illegal U-turn in the middle of a highway to get back here. I know I could have been towed, but you know, keep my dignity by doing a very illegal U-turn. Right, let's pop over here, make sure he's squatting right there. Off that blinker. It's such a bad habit of mine. Sadly, you don't need a sleeper truck for anything. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, I know you can just sleep there with a day cab. I know there's people sleep there with car mods. You can just sleep. It's one of those things, I wish that with a sleeper cab, anywhere that you could park, like some of the businesses that we pick up trailers from, I wish you could sleep there. You know, we have a lot of warehouses up here in New England where you'll actually see they'll pick up their load or they'll wait for it, and they'll just sleep in their truck in the back of the parking lot. We have Walmart a handful of miles away from here that truckers will just sleep at all the time. Alright, I'm going to pop into the map really quick. Just hold on 1 second. Okay, the way station's here. We want to be right there, okay. There we go, and we're back. Just had to see what was going to be next. This way station's here. It's stagnant, though. Usually I'll sleep here as needed, but it never shows up. It never beeps letting me know that I have to go in or that I'm free to go. So it's kind of like an inoperable way station. My hope in the future for... yes, I know I'm getting tired. Thank you. And slowly gets dark. For the future of ATS, I would love to see some more short runs. I would love to see longer ones, like we're doing right now, where we're doing across the country as needed. But I would really like to see some day runners. I know we have some day cabs. Yet again, like you said, you can just sleep at a truck stop in a day cab in the game, and you wouldn't really want to do that in real life. Kind of cut that guy off. Sorry. Oh, we're actually going 5 miles over the speed limit. There's a cop right there. Let's see. Flashers. Can we slow it down before he catches us? And no problem. There we go. And boom. There we go. 65. Peek on over. I don't see anybody there. Doesn't mean they're not there. Yes, getting tired. I understand. So I kind of ride up on this highway patrol officer. Not intentionally. I know that truck stop's gonna come up and I'm gonna have to slide in right behind him. Always happens that way. I try to cruise at the posted speed limit. And I know, I could go 110 on this highway. They would give me a ticket for $600, and I keep going. You know, you don't come to a stop, there's no real penalty. So, yes, they add up over time, but there's no points lost or anything major. Oh, something happening up here on the road. Let's get calling. Broken down vehicle, bummer. Can't stop, got all the tools in the world in the back, can't stop. Get paid to work on race cars. It's interesting. It's a big kudos to the truck drivers who do bring these haulers from race to race in any major NASCAR division, because they are away from their families a lot, from usually Wednesday or Thursday, not Wednesday or Thursday, Tuesday or Wednesday, sometimes even Monday, depending on how far they have to go, until the next Monday or Tuesday, depending on, you know, the distance that needs to be traveled. And they stay at the track the whole time. They're usually the chef for the team. So, you know, big props to them for doing this job and having to be away from home a long time. And kudos to any 18-wheeler driver who is away from home. You know, they keep this world, I can't even say this country, they keep this world turning without what they do. So my appreciation goes out to anybody who drives any sort of rig. I know our guy here is getting really tired because I keep fatigue on, just keep that little bit of realism going, but just hoping we're gonna be able to make it to the truck stop before he starts dozing out. Yeah, I know. Don't doze on me. Come on. It's not that much further. I guess it is, but you got this. It's right there. You got this. Okay, picking up some good speed here. I'm gonna get over into that right lane so we're ready to get into that truck stop, get some fuel, get this parked, get this Sam off the bed, and that's actually what we're gonna have to call the stream for this evening. I'm gonna get ready for tonight's show. Alright, let's start bringing her over. Here's the truck stop. Let's flip off cruise control. We'll take it from here. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. You should find a parking place to rest. Well, if there was more truck stops, I would. Or more options. Yet again, on a modded map, so I'm just happy they're in between. Blinker. Air brake. Alright, let's flip that off. Let's climb out. Let's get some of that fuel. In Mexico now? Nice. I wish there was a temperature variant too. Ooh, that's some good ambient sound going on right there. Yeah, the more you're talking about this Mexico map, the more I really want to get it. Get that sound effect, put that gas cover back on. Climb back in. Make sure that seatbelt's on. Put those keys in. Start her up. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. Alrighty, we'll come on over here. Alright, since this is a DLC map, and this is also, you know, a not in-game trailer, kind of get funky when you're trying to get them to sleep. So, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. You can always leave a comment down in the comment section to reach out to me what you might want to see here on the channel. So, yet again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.